Are you an introvert, or are you curious on what makes introverts attractive? In today's video, I'm going to tell you why girls find introverts so incredibly attractive. Carl Jung, a psychologist, actually coined the terms extroverted and introverted, and they describe personality types. Now, we all fit into one, but some of us are kind of like a mix of both. An introvert is often more inward turning or more focused on internal thoughts, feelings, and moods rather than seeking that external stimulation. Introverts are often judged as shy, and sometimes it's thought that they are not actually popular with the ladies. While it's true that a very extroverted lady may go, obviously, for another very extroverted man, plenty of ladies find introverted men very attractive. Introverts have plenty going for them, and we are about to find out what it is that ladies love. Like and subscribe. Introverted men are mysterious. Girls absolutely love it when they can't quite figure out a guy. The mystery, they love it. When there is something that they just can't quite put their finger on. This is something that introverted men are naturally good at. They are naturally mysterious. It's not something that they do on purpose to win over the ladies, though. And this is because introverted men are very inward facing, which means they prefer to keep a lot of themselves to themselves. When you first meet an extroverted person, they are very likely to tell you all about their lives. Introverted people, however, prefer to keep things on the inside. This is not because they don't trust people or don't like people, it's just who they are. And this makes them seem very mysterious, and girls just want to crack them open and know exactly what they are thinking about. Now, girls find this trait very attractive. They are easy to be around. Introverts are known for being very easygoing. They don't rush anything and they don't see the need in causing a fuss. They tend to go with the flow and not rock the boat. This makes them really easy to be around and to spend time with. You will find that they will talk and hold interesting conversations, plus they are naturally very funny. And girls love all of this about the introverted men, as it can make them much easier to date and be in a relationship with. Introverted guys are less likely to argue with their partners and will have a civil conversation instead. Introverted men can dream. When a man doesn't have any ambition or drive, it's a real turn-off for the ladies. They want a man who has the drive to reach the stars, not someone who is happy to sit in front of Netflix and do nothing day after day. They want a man who has imagination and the ability to dream about the future. Introverts have wonderful minds. They love nothing more than to sit alone and contemplate what life has in store for them. You will find that they can sit for hours and daydream about anything and everything. This makes them much more creative, calm, and in the long run, much more successful. Girls love this about introverted men because they feel as if they are getting a partner who can think outside the box. Introverted men are great listeners. If you ever have a problem that you need someone to really listen to, then find an introverted friend or partner. Introverted men are very good at listening to problems, and it's something that girls absolutely go crazy over. Everyone needs someone that will listen to them from time to time, and an introvert can provide a great sounding board. Not only will they listen, but they will offer their opinion and advice, which is always incredibly insightful. They are intrinsically motivated. Introverted men tend to be intrinsically motivated. This means that they are motivated by a deeper act, internal convictions rather than shallow external motivations like rewards or recognition. These men know exactly who they are and what they want to achieve. You won't normally find an introverted person yelling and shouting about the things that they have achieved. They prefer to keep this to themselves, as they don't really require the praise that extroverts normally do. And girls can find this to be a very attractive trait, as they see it as them being incredibly noble. They are observant. Introverted men rarely miss a thing. They are quite happy and content to sit back in a room and just take everything in. They will listen to what every person is saying and what they are doing. This can be really useful because later you can ask them if they remember something, and they will because they have observed it. Now, it also makes them great partners as they observe the other's behavior and pick up when they are down, annoyed, or even angry. This makes it much easier to communicate with them, and this can lead to healthier relationships. Introverted men are mindful of what they say. You won't ever find an introverted man lashing out and saying something that he will regret later. This is because he thinks before he speaks. He doesn't just say the first thing that he thinks of, and it takes a moment to process the thought and decide if it's the right thing to actually say out loud. This is why their advice is so useful, and why if they do give out criticism, you should really take it on board because they've thought about it and they really do mean it. Girls find this very attractive because, well, they don't need to be worried about what their introverted date is going to say next in front of her friends. She can actually relax a little. She always knows that they will say something insightful and worthwhile, or they would just say nothing at all. Introverted men are creative, out-of-the-box thinkers. Introverted men don't even see a box. They see a circle or even a small triangle. They are very dynamic thinkers and do not run with the first thought. They will face a problem head on and while still taking their time to come up with that solution. Introverts are very creative and are often great artists. They will normally use any alone time that they have to be creative. Maybe they read a book, perform some art, or even write. All of these things make an introvert very happy. And girls love how creative introverted men can be, and they almost never find them boring. It's very attractive to have a creative partner and someone who can keep themselves busy. They are studious and smart. Introverts are extremely clever and they work extremely hard. As mentioned before, they are intrinsically motivated, which drives them forwards and means they don't give up easily. They study and work hard for anything that they want. They are also very smart, but they would never rub this in someone's face or make them feel less than they are. They don't show off their good qualities, which is one of the reasons girls find them so attractive. Introverts are interesting and intellectually stimulating. It is true, introverts can hold an extremely interesting conversation. Just because they are a little bit quieter does not mean that they are boring. They can talk about anything depending on the people that they are with. If they are with girlfriends, they might talk about their jobs, but if they are with their work friends, well, they may talk about more intellectual topics. It all depends on who they are with. And girls love this because they can have really interesting and intellectual conversations with their introverted man. They also know that no matter who they take them to meet, the man will hold his own in a conversation. This is an extremely attractive trait and has girls literally lining up for the introverted men. They do well under pressure. Introverts are great under pressure. Their easygoing nature and calm head means they don't panic in any situation. They react calmly, find a solution, and then give instructions. This makes them great people to be around because if you are ever in a pickle, well, they will come to the rescue. And girls find this calmness very attractive. It means that introverted men can help them make decisions and react better to situations that may crop up. There you go, we've reached the end of the video. I really hope this video helped. Leave your comments down below if you feel I've missed something from today's video. And one more thing, if you want to get your name rolling up like these people's names just here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day, like and subscribe. See you soon.